Hi again guys, it's Claire. I'm back with the monthly makes video. This is April. We have expanded out of the box. Look, there's just way too much stuff this month. So I thought I'd get this done and show you now. I'm actually filming it 2 days early. We've got 2 days left of April when I'm filming, but I know that we're not going to be in the studio making any more stuff. So I thought, right, the camera's up, ready to film. So let's get through all this lot. And as I say, we've completely expanded out of our box this month. So there's a lot to get through. So I'll try and be quite quick. So first thing to show you is a double page spread that we made. This was actually a workshop class. It looks quite pale on camera. Hold on, let me try and change the exposure. Is that any better? I'm not sure that it is. But anyway, double page spread using some gorgeous Knitwits papers, which I hadn't played with for a long time. So it's really nice to get Knitwits papers out again, or printed, because these are printable papers, and do a double page. As I say, that was a workshop class. We added some little buttons down the bottom and 3 nice photos on there. There's an area for journaling as well, but I haven't done that bit yet. So that's a double page spread that we done. A layout made by Shani, a Disney one of her by the Disney balloon. I think this is following a sketch online, but for the life of me, Shani's not here. I can't ask her today, and I don't remember what sketch this was, but I'm pretty sure it was a sketch challenge online. I made a layout completely inspired by one that I saw. Hold on, I'm just going to zoom you in a bit, bear with me. I'm in. There you go. Completely inspired by one that I'd seen on Instagram. I can't remember the name of the lady who made it, but she's got a fantastic Instagram feed. I will try and remember it and link it down below. But she made a gorgeous layout with this walk all the way across, and she had stitched around the edge of the letters. Hers was far superior to mine, but it gave me the idea of doing this one. I used some lovely patterned papers that we had that were double-sided. So one side here, the other side for the stripe. Stitch along the edge, and cut these on the silhouette machine. This is a photo of me out walking, and when I go walking, it says this here in the journaling, that when I'm trying to do my walking and I go around the block, my cats follow me. They're an absolute nightmare. It sounds all cute and funny, but trust me, it's not, because I don't want them crossing the roads. So I'm trying to shoo them off and get them back home, but the little buggers keep following me everywhere. So I've just written this down in the journaling, and I've got the cats' names and the date up there as well. But yeah, fun layout, and as I say, completely inspired by one that I saw on Instagram, and I thought that was perfect for that photo. We have got 18th birthday cards to show you. It was Sophie's 18th birthday this month. So 2 cards. This is one that Shani made for her using a Minte collection. I think this is the Minte Life Stories collection, and she put number 18, which she gold heat embossed on some wood veneer. Did you decorate the inside? Yeah, and the inside's decorated as well. And I done one for Sophie, again, another Minte collection. I done an 8x8 card, and the same as well. I painted some wood numbers and heat embossed them, added lots of flowers and some leaves, and yeah, really like this collection. Done the inside as well. But yeah, 2 pretty birthday cards for Sophie. We have got an Easter layout that Shani made. This one she only done actually just the other day. She's using one of the new Friday the 13th collections that we've just got in. So she cut out the Easter on the silhouette machine, back to Easter, cut the egg hunt, fussy cut all these little elements. And again, I believe this is following a sketch challenge online. This hasn't been shared on her Instagram yet, so it'll go up with tagging the sketch that she followed. But how gorgeous are these little birds? This whole paper is just perfect for Easter layout. She's stitched around the edge of these as well. And this is obviously, this is Shani doing an Easter egg hunt with my nephew, so her cousin Daniel. Way too old to do the Easter egg hunts. I don't know why my kids can't stop doing Easter egg hunts, but yeah, one of the National Trust places, they do Easter egg hunts every year, and my kids always take part, and I don't think they're ever going to stop. A big batch of layouts to show you here. Now this is a huge pile, and this is why the box is so full, and I'll get through these very quickly. This is a trip to one of our holidays in India. We went to Goa in 2013. These photos have been on my to-do list for, well, all that time, all these years. I needed to get these scrapped, and they were annoying me. Basically, they just needed doing. So I thought, right, that's it. I'm just going to print them all out, all exactly the same size. We'll buy this front one, which I've done of me and Alan, a bit bigger, and just get them done. So for my first page, as I said, I've done the photo a bit bigger, added lots of little fussy cut embellishments from the collection, added some green glittery words. These are just Mambi words that I had, fussy cut bits down here on the passport, stickers, some nice Hessian ribbon stuff in the background. Just a really nice pretty page, but that's the opening page to the rest of these, which are actually all exactly the same layout, but the same holiday. So every single photo is printed out the same size and every layout design is the same. So this grid style layout. So this is a day when we went to Kola Beach, which if you've been over to Goa, you know is a really gorgeous little private beach area that you can go to. And it's got a blue lagoon, a river there that you can row up as well. Really, really nice. This day, oh, and these ones as well, there's a few of them. It's the same trip. We took a 6-hour train journey. I haven't got these in order. I should have them in order for you, really. Hold on, bear with me a second. Bear with, right. Let's get them in order. Right, so this is still on Kola Beach. So this again is that same trip, and we stayed in these tents. And then there's the river that you can go up, like I just said, which is actually behind us in the photo here. So there's the family on the beach. Then we took a train journey down to Karnataka. So this was a 6-hour train journey that we done. Went on the Mangalore passenger train, which is a really fantastic experience. And some of the scenery that we saw as we were driving down, or training down, was amazing. Really, really good journey. So that's the photos from that. We then, when we got there, we were visiting a elephant sanctuary, which is a very ethical one. We made the effort to go to this one where it's much more of a sanctuary and a rescue centre, and the elephants aren't chained up and caged. They actually come in from the wild every night, and you get to bathe them and play with them. You do get to ride them as well, which I'm not a massive fan of, but you know, there is a good side to this. We've done a lot of research and we went to the right place, but this is the Udupi Elephant Camp. So that was really good. While we were down there, so this was, as I say, was down in Karnataka area, we went to the Big Cat Sanctuary, or Tiger Reserve it's called. So we got some photos of the tigers, lions, lionesses that we saw. These, it was just amazing to see these again, and not chained up. The lion was caged, but he had plenty of space, he was okay. And we got up close, as my dad actually here, like up close with the lion. These weren't caged at all. We were actually on a private tour bus that we were going around on, and the doors were being opened on the bus, and we were literally a few feet away from this tiger, which was unbelievable, but amazing, really, really good. So I got some good photos of that. This was a trip to Dudsaga Falls, which is part of the Mandori River. You do a tour here. We've been here a few times now. Really, really lovely day out. But as I say, all these layouts, I know they're a bit boring to look through because they're all exactly the same layout. Oh, another one. Did I show you this one? Yeah, I think you saw everything, didn't you? Yeah, all of those. So all those pages, a bit boring to look at, all exactly the same design, but I just wanted to get the photos scrapped. I had so many. Let's say that's the opening one, so that's slightly different, but the rest of them are identical, but just getting all those photos done. So that's a good job ticked off my list. I'm so pleased that I've got those done. Right, more things to share with you. Some Easter cards. This was a workshop that we done. So our Easter cards for workshop, played with some heavy doodle stamps and some new lawn form papers, and made those set of 3 Easter cards. We have got some ATCs. We've just done ATC class just this last week, where the theme, oh, got them the wrong way, the theme was, oh actually we didn't have a theme, but what we done instead was we played with a collection. So we pulled out the Minte Springtime collection, and just we had to work with them. So I made this set and this set. Sophie made this little set in the middle. But yeah, no theme as such, just papers. We piled all the papers into the middle of the table. Everyone could help themselves, and yeah, and just make something pretty. So of course we've got butterflies and flowers, and these are just gorgeous. Look at the glitter and everything on there. Really, really nice. Always fun to make ATCs. Another layout, this was from our Caribbean cruise. As you can see, this is exactly the same design as the ones that I done for the India trip. So I really love this grid style layout. So it's backing paper, next piece, and then 9 squares, which are either embellished or can have more photos on them. This is one, I'd actually made this layout a while ago, but not put the photos in there, but I got it finished this month and added the photos, which was the last few photos for our cruise. This one that Shani made from when she visited Paris in 2010, she actually thought she had lost these photos and they turned up on her Facebook feed, so she was thrilled that she got them back again. And we had these papers from Stamperia that had the Eiffel Tower on there, so they were perfect to use. So she's just done a very simple layout but got her photos scrapped. We've got this one here that I made of Sophie. This is an older photo of Sophie, which I'd actually previously scrapped but didn't like the layout. I'm starting to go through, now I'm not getting such a backlog of photos to scrap. I'm starting to go through my albums and look at pages. If I really dislike them, I'll re-scrap them. So as I say, this is one that I didn't like the layout that it was on, but because we had this new paper in, which one of the new collections we carry, the Stamperia one again, I knew it was going to work perfectly, so I'd redone this page, added a gorgeous cluster of flowers down in the corner. Yeah, and just redone it all, so really like that one. It's going to be a pain to put in the page pocket protector though, because it's very fat, but we'll worry about that later. Another cruise layout, a picture that me and Alan took a selfie on there. I really like this photo. It's actually one of my favourite photos of the whole cruise, and it was literally just a selfie. So this was actually on Christmas Day, so we were all dressed up on Christmas Day, using one of the, is it Minte papers? I think it is a Minte one. Lots of fussy cutting, clusters in the corners, gorgeous little gold words and pearls, and some lovely thickers by, I believe, Heidi Swap. I could be wrong, but I think they're Heidi Swap ones. We've got a layout that Shani made. This is a photo of me up in London where they've got this gorgeous floral shop display. I don't like this photo of me, but she wanted to put it in her album, so it's fine. Lots of Altenew stamped flowers and this diamond pattern, which is actually our sketch for the month of April over on Facebook. We do a challenge, as you know, and this is the sketch for this month. So that's for our sketch challenge. A layout from Sophie. She's now starting her scrapbooking. She got her tattoo for her birthday. She turned 18, as you saw, with those cards. So she went down with Alan and got her very first tattoo, which is this Harry Potter symbol with some little pretty roses next to it. So she's scrapbooked that. So now she's 18, she starts doing her own scrapbooking and filling her own album. So that's a good page from her. It's not her first, she'd done her first last month, but this is her first sort of documenting something that's just happened. Double page spread from me again. This is me and Alan again, more cruise photos. Very photoshopped photos. If you've ever been on a cruise, you know that the photographers walk round and catch you whenever you're sitting down, and then they photoshop the life out of the photos, but you always get talked into buying them. And of course you want to bring some photos home from your cruise, so you buy them. So yeah, me and Alan in one of the restaurants there. We went into an Indian restaurant and had dinner, and we got snapped by the photographer. I used Minte papers. This is the Marina collection. Lots of fussy cutting. Every little bit on here is fussy cut. Add some puffy stickers, some enamel dots, all sorts of things on both pages. So just a double page spread with lots of little fussy cut elements on there. Oh, sorry to bore you, but I've got another cruise one again. This is Christmas Day. Again, one of the photographers taking photos on Christmas Day, so a bit posed and a bit photoshopped. Me and Alan looking slightly awkward because we're standing there in front of everyone getting our photo taken. So I just done this very basic layout. Yeah, just a Christmas Day layout. Very simple with a few little embellishments, I think, from an Echo Park collection. We've got a couple of art journaling pages. Art journaling for this month, one of the workshops that we done was actually this page here. And then Sophie was around for the evening, so she done this. I don't think it's quite finished yet. She was going to add a sentiment somewhere. But two little Lavinia art journaling pages that we've done. We've got a layout that I done again for our Facebook sketch challenge. So you've got that big diamond in the middle. I done floral clusters both sides, a photo of Sophie, and then added little butterflies and dragonflies, and they're all flattened their wings now where they've been in the box, but they're actually pretty, really pretty little not animals, what are they called? Insects, that's the word, on there. Really lovely. This is one that Shani made. Strangely enough, this is documenting her first tattoo, which is when she was 18. It's a bit of a tradition, you see, that Alan takes them out and gets a tattoo when they're 18. So this was Shani's first tattoo, a very small little Mickey Mouse head one. Shani and Sophie, as you saw, got the Harry Potter ones. They both got something that they love. Luckily, they've both got them in places that can be hidden, so later in life, if they want to hide their tattoos, they can. But yeah, this is Shani's layout, old photos, but she just done this layout the other day. Another cruise one from me and Alan. As I say, I do apologise, we're getting to the end of the cruise photos now. This layout I made of us, or the photos are us feeding the stingrays in Antigua. We've done this on Christmas Eve, so I cut this large circle, stitched all the way around the edge, all the way around, then added stitching for sort of bubbles or circle elements, bubbles under the water, and then added small little circle pieces as well, just all the way up. I really like this one. It's very plain and simple, but I like it. Really good. And that was a brilliant day. Another layout that we done, this was for workshop. So this was a cut file, large cut file that we cut and backed. Everyone who came along got to choose their own patterned papers or colour theme that they wanted to do. We had a wooden word that we painted and heat embossed, and done lots of splattery texture in the background, so quite a nice one. A layout from Shani of Bateman's house, using some more of these papers. I can never remember the collection, but she picked them up in America and they had all these houses that you could cut out, so they worked perfectly for one of the days out that we had recently visiting Bateman's house. Another layout from Shani doing this big banner style. So these are stitched across the top with lots of little pretty banners hanging down with photos on. We're actually doing one very similar to this. Everyone's seen this and they all liked it. So we're doing a workshop one, same design but different papers. But yeah, really lovely. Lots of little gold elements on there. Nice layout. The layout that I made, if you've watched my videos before, you've seen this already. This was the process video for UK Scrap Addicts on their design team. So I done this layout of Sophie. So again, ink and paint splatters in the background, lots of sequins, and this is Sophie on her prom day. A few more bits in the bottom of the box. We've got more ATCs. So a little set of 3 from Sophie. I think they go that way. And a very similar set of 3 from me. So this was the time before last, so ATC Club a couple of weeks ago, where we done, the theme was birds or feathers. So I done these little bird ones at the top. I also done this little set here, and Sophie done this set in the middle. These ones on Instagram have been amazingly popular. Everyone's loved this set, and rightly so. They're absolutely beautiful. Sophie is very, very good at the ATCs, so they've had loads and loads of likes on there, which is lovely to see. But yeah, birds and feathers themed ATCs. These birds are cut out from little vintage book pages or something, which I really like. I like collecting vintage books and things lately. A card made using the Stamperia Voyages Fantastiques papers. As you know, we've done a workshop and I showed you the album that I've made already for a workshop on that. And these were some of the leftover papers, so I just made a 7x7 card, mail sort of card. We've got a tag and a vintagey looking eyelet there. Got some wooden pieces, wooden cogs. But yeah, just a nice card. Last set of ATCs, and then one more card to show you. Set of ATCs that Sophie made, not for any reason, she was just playing and she made them, but they're absolutely beautiful. She used this really lovely lace on here. Not sure if you can see it on camera all that well. A really beautiful lace, again butterflies cut from a vintage book. They're actually on wood slices that she's painted, and she's done it ombre between the white and the pink. You've still got sort of the wood texture. I don't think they show up as nice on camera as what they are in real life, but beautiful little set of 3 ATCs. And very last thing in the box is a card and tag that we made for workshop. So we used the Sue Wilson layering background dies, some of the Sue Wilson flowers, and made this gorgeous tag and card combo. Navy and white always looks lovely, and silver in there as well. So really, really nice set. But yeah, that is it. That is everything in our box. It was a lot to get through, and I feel like I've spoken really, really fast. But I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for leaving all the comments on the monthly makes before. It's really lovely when you guys leave comments. And as I say, me, Shani and Sophie do read through them all, and we really appreciate every comment that you leave. So that's lovely of you. yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you again very, very soon. Bye.